Guys, all the cars that you see in these videos are for sale on my website, www.woodsandbarclay.com. Enjoy the video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful day here in Georgia. We are almost through this winter BS. It's about to start warming up again. But today is the test drive video for the 1981 300 SD. Here she is in the shop. I just finished it up and have a fresh valve adjustment and changed the oil and did all the stuff to it. But it's a cold engine. It's been sitting out here all night, and we're going to get it out for the test drive and show you how this thing runs. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's see. We have 59068 miles. You can see we have 8.8. Sorry, there's a glare there. 8.8 on the trip odometer. The clock says about 150. And let's go ahead and get her fired up. You see the glow plugs there. All right. Fire it up. And you can see we got a cold engine. So I'm actually going to take this protective plastic off the steering wheel because I hate driving with these things on. All right, let's go ahead and back her out of the shop. Now, also keep in mind, I've got new brakes on it, so we will need to bed in the brakes a little at the beginning. I'll just do that after the test drive. But let me get out of the shop here, and we'll get on the road. And we're just gonna take it down the road here. We'll go through some turns, test out the suspension, and then we'll get it up on Georgia 400. We'll get it up, up to 70, 75 miles an hour. Test our brakes on the off ramp, and yeah, do all the things. Now, right here at the beginning, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and bed in these brake pads a little bit. So I'm gonna have to, because they're fresh, brand new. So I'm gonna have to go fast and slow to wear off that coating on the rear rotors. I'm actually doing it right now. Now, the first thing, I always talk about the first thing I notice in these cars when I get at them, because every one of them is different. And the first thing I notice in this car is how comfortable this driver's seat is. The bottom cushion just feels fantastic. I would say it's one of the more comfortable 300 SD seats that I've sat in. Yeah, that's the first thing I notice. All right, here we go. And I'm just gonna take it easy till the engine warms up. You can see our engine temp has started to come up. Look at also how bright those gauges are. The orange, there's like zero fading. Sometimes those start to turn a little yellow, and they're just perfectly bright. You can see the trip odometer is turning over correctly. You can see our clock is correctly working. We're going 40 miles an hour. Oil pressure is good. Our engine temp's coming up. And I've actually got the cruise control on right now. Let's see if you can see my foot. There you go. My foot is not on the accelerator, and I've got it holding right there. I don't know, what is that? 40, a little over 40 miles an hour. Let me try to see if it'll accelerate. Yeah, there we go. We're accelerating with the cruise control. So that's good. That works great. I'm going to go ahead and disengage that. We'll turn that off. The second thing I've noticed about this car, this is one of the smoothest shifting 81 300 SDs that I've driven. It may be the smoothest. Some of these cars are a little bit firmer shifting, especially the earlier models, and this one's just extremely smooth. All right, we're almost up to engine temp here. I'm going to try the kick down switch here. Actually, it already kicked down, so I'll try it again up here. There's a switch under the accelerator pedal. that will kick the transmission down a gear, but it was already down a gear when I just tried that. All right, I'm gonna take it a little fast up here through these turns to see what the body roll is like. Check the suspension. Oh yeah, it's very nice. I'm kind of booking it through here at like about 55. You see this turn coming up here. Oh yeah, very nice. Kind of accelerating up this hill. All right, right here I'm going to check that transmission kick down. So if I press the pedal all the way down, there you go. Do you see our RPMs jump up? Good. So that kick down switch is working perfect. That's basically like your passing switch. You press a little harder, all the way down, then a little harder, and it will drop the transmission a gear. All right, let's go ahead and put on our climate control here. Let's see, I'm just gonna hit the climate control, make sure that kicks on some heat. Yep, it sure does. There it goes. Nice. We got heat, and the center vents correctly closed when the heat is on. There we go. It just kicked it up a little higher. Here, let's roll it back a little bit. It's probably about right there. It's probably good. Good. We only have heat coming out here, so the climate control works excellent. All right, up here, we're gonna try to get on Georgia 400 and do a 0 to 60 test when I get this green light. All right, looks like we still have another light here we gotta make it through. Bear with me, lots of traffic lights in Atlanta. And while I'm at this light, we can see we have a perfect, I mean, that's 80 degrees, like on the mark. There's our hot oil pressure, our idle oil pressure, which is outstanding. Yeah, that's incredible oil pressure. Odometer's rolling over. Our idle RPM somewhere between 800 and 900. I mean, perfect. This is an extremely nice SD. All right, let's see what she can do on the 0 to 60 up here. Brakes feel great, by the way. I'll put all new calipers and hoses and everything on here. All right, looks like we're gonna have a gap here where we can do a nice 0 to 60. No one's behind us. And here we go. Nice shift. Beautiful shift. There we go. Now there's no 60 mark on this model. You can see we went right there in between 55 and 70 because in 1981 they had the 55 mark because that was the, I guess, the speed limit. Kick on our cruise control one more time here. All right, cruise control is on, and we're holding right there at 70 at about, oh wow, look at that. So I'm used to these running at about 3,200 RPMs, and this one's running at about 2,800 RPMs. So this car might actually have a little bit taller tire on it, which allowed our RPMs to come down a little bit, that's really cool. Oh, by the way, it's been on cruise control this whole time. Yeah, this thing is running great. Let me go ahead and get her up to speed. Yeah, that's really cool. I think it's got a little bit taller tire, so we get some better RPM on the highway. And the tires are new on here. They've already been replaced. All right, guys, we're up to you know, somewhere around 80 miles an hour. There we go, 3,200 RPM. That's pretty sweet. Normally it's about 3,500 RPM. Yeah, guys, this car drives fantastic. All right, we're gonna go to the next exit, and I'm gonna try some hard braking. Now, I do have all brand new brakes on here, so I've only been using them for about 5 minutes. All right, we're gonna get off here on Haynes Bridge. Wow, man, this thing cruises 3,200 RPM at, like, I don't know, what is that, 75? Yeah, this is fantastic. All right, so I'm gonna do some hard braking. I'm gonna slam on the brakes when we get off this exit. All right, there's nobody behind me. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, brake. Ooh. Those, guys, there's nothing like brand new brakes. Those are awesome. I always replace the brakes on my cars. It's the most, I think it's the most important thing on the car next to the suspension. This is an awesome 300 SD. I mean, I have a lot of awesome 300 SDs at the shop, but I don't know, there's something special about this 81. This is the nicest 81 I've ever had at the shop. And I did have an 81 last year. No, that was 2 years ago. It was the, I think, manganese brown. That was a nice car too. But these early cars are just so, they're built a little better than the later cars, and you can kind of feel it. All right, we're gonna get back on the interstate or the highway. There we go. We were just running it really hard. Look at our engine temp. It's fantastic. Clock is working, mileage, odometer, everything's working perfect. Guys, this car passes the test drive with flying colors. This thing's awesome. I mean, driving this, I feel like this thing's ready for another 200,000 miles to be put on it. Now, I wanted to point out again, so normally we would be at like about 3,000 RPMs right here. And you can see here we're at like 2,700 or so. And guys, I've seen this before on California models. I had a 1980 300 SD that had a similar experience, and I'm not sure if it's because of taller tires or if someone actually changed the differential gear. But whatever they did is awesome, and I wish they were all like this. There we go. Look at that. Just shy of 70 at like 2,800. That's usually what an 85 model feels like with the 85 gear. So maybe somebody put an 85 diff in here, but yeah, this runs awesome. Great highway car. I swear to God, I'm going to keep one of these for myself one day. I keep saying that, like, but this one would be a keeper. Passes the test drive with flying colors. I have no hands on the steering wheel right now, and this thing is straight as an arrow. Cruise control works great. The brakes, the suspension is fantastic. The acceleration of the engine, incredibly healthy. This is everything a 126 300 SD should be. Excellent car. Anyway, I'm going to get it back to the shop here. Hope you guys enjoyed the test drive video, and stay tuned. You'll see it at Scott's being detailed, and then we'll do the final walk around, and it will be posted for sale on the website. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. So I just wanted to record. I just switched it over to the air conditioner, and this thing is blowing out of here like a vortex. The center vents correctly opened up, and this AC is awesome. I just wanted to demonstrate that. Let me turn that back off. Excellent working AC, and the vents are all opening and shutting correctly. Anyway, here I am back here at my shop. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pull it in here, and Scott is gonna take it in, I think tomorrow or the next day.